Okay, so I decided to make a bunch of different candies. Well, two candies. And that was my experiment to see how, like the sour and hot candies, what actually makes them hot or really sour. So I made rock candies. Oh, probably should have had the arrows disappear too. But I started with corn syrup, light corn syrup, some flavorings, food coloring, sugar. I had some water and a candy thermometer. Then I dusted a cookie sheet with powdered sugar and I put aluminum foil on it. Then I added in my corn syrup, sugar, and water. And I brought it to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I put in my flavorings. So this one I had strawberry because we couldn't find cinnamon. Then I put some more powdered sugar on the top, let that one cool. Then I redid it all over again to make a lemon one. And they both are very good. And then once they were all hard, then I broke them into pieces and got my rock candies. So all of these sour candies have a few things in common. So we all know that a lot of sour candies like sour straws, sour gummies will make our mouths pucker. But did you know that the secret to sour candy's extreme flavor is a combination of acids? It is typically sour tasting substances that tend to eat away at other materials. Acid falls at the low end of the pH scale, which measures how acidic sour something is. Sour candy's initial sour blast comes from mildly sour citric acid, commonly found in citrus fruits. It activates our tongue's sour taste receptors. This compound is just the beginning of a symphony of sour. The true jolt in warheads comes from the malic acid, the same compound that gives Granny Smith apples their tart taste. This acid has an extremely sharp and long-lasting sour flavor. Warheads also contain ascorbic acid, commonly known as vitamin C, and fumaric acid, which provides the sour candy's grand finale. So I just put a bunch of different sour candies on here, and then I put a pH scale, I think that's what it is, from the website that I got all these from. So you got your Warheads, your Sour Belts, Sour Patch Kids, which, in my opinion, are the best. And then if I could have found something to make sour candies, I would have, because I love things that are all sour. My mom is like the opposite. She likes Sour Patch Kids, but she loves things that are hot. So the next thing, I really wanted to make cinnamon candies, but I couldn't find any. So, known for their red hot flavor, the Atomic Fireball candies were invented in 1954. To achieve their fiery heat, candy makers use two ingredients designed to interact with your mouth in different ways. First, the candies deliver an explosion of spice that comes from the chemical, and I'm going to mispronounce this, I think, cinnamalide, the oil that gives cinnamon its flavor. Cinnamalide triggers taste receptors on your tongue that detect irritating compounds, raw garlic and horseradish can set off these same receptors. Behind the cinnamon flavor is a deeper heat. It comes from casmin, the compound that makes chili peppers spicy. An atomic fireball contains slightly more capsaicin than a jalapeno pepper. I cannot say that word. Capsaicin activates a protein or a large biological molecule in your mouth that usually detects temperatures greater than 110 degrees to alert you that something you're eating is hot. When sucking on an atomic fireball triggers this protein, your body may react by sweating in an attempt to cool down, even though you're not actually overheating. So, in the chat, you can answer this, or you could just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But how many of people have actually experienced the trigger of something when you eat something that is spicy? So it looks like a lot of you, and it mostly comes from whenever you eat something spicy. So a pepper will have that other word I mentioned, forgot its name now, but that's coming from anything cinnamon flavored, so cinnamon gums, cinnamon gummies, those cinnamon Tic Tacs, cinnamon hard candies, anything, and it all comes together and it makes your mouth feel like you're on fire, but it's really not. So I also have another question. Who here, what do you prefer? The sour candies or hot candies? I like sour, personally, because it's just better. Not many people are actually going hot. I got 1, 2, 3 at the most who actually answered and said hot. A lot of people like sour things, and it tastes a lot better, and you don't have to feel like your mouth is going to fall off. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me.